Now is the time and place for a public hearing. Will the clerk please read the short title?
Yes, Madam President. This is a public hearing relative to the annual estimate of the City of Syracuse and the Syracuse City School District for fiscal year starting July 1, 2018 through June 30th, 2019.
Thank you. And we're going to do this in the order of, you sign in with the yellow cards. There's no specific order, and I'll call your name and I'll call the person who's coming next, and you'll get 2 minutes. And we're going to keep it on a timer at exactly 2 minutes. Thank you. Rex Jardine.
Jardine. As a 30-year one resident of the city, this is not the first time I will address this body, nor the last. You have before you my written words of March 1st. Please read them. You've received them before. The school district, the elephant in the budget, the elephant in the room, the always hungry elephant. As a taxpayer, I'm frankly tired of walking around with our pockets turned inside out and hand out to the state. The priorities are wrong. The district controls or occupies 41 buildings constructed by some of the greatest generations of this city over 117 years. The last few shoddily constructed during the 16-year reign of Alexander, the most corrupt. Who owns those buildings? Who owns that legacy? You do. We all do. The elephant and our 21,000 children just occupy them. We cannot afford to waste one taxpayer dollar, regardless of who provides it. 41 buildings. 3 years ago, an estimated deferred maintenance need of $889 million. If you throw in Greystone, like some would have us do, over $1 billion, a testament to decades of institutional neglect, maybe because you or the state didn't provide enough money, resources, maybe because those in executive chairs and six-figure decision-making positions did not care. Maybe because they did not have a kid in that building, thought no one would notice from the curb. Everyone notices. Certainly the real estate agents, the prospective home buyer, the suburbs laugh at us and smugly erode great families away. The children notice. After watching the JSCB closer than any other citizen, I'm convinced the elephant, while always hungry,
Rex,
when fed $300 million, is not the best
Rex,
steward. I'm going to finish this sentence,
we have these.
and then no, you do not have these. You have March 1st.
Okay, well.
You'll get these.
You're debating whatever time you have.
I'm going to finish the sentence, and I'll sit down, and then you'll get this in writing. When fed $300 million is not the best steward of public money and does not chew very carefully before swallowing. Paper copies to follow when I finish it. Thank you.
Next, we're going to have Rich Pelchowski, followed by Julius Lawrence.
I don't see a cop in the room, so you better find one. Rich Pachowski, Executive Director of Syracuse United Neighbors. This is to Mayor Ben Walsh and the members of the Common Council. Where C are not here. That's a travesty. We have a budget once a year and all the members are not here. That's a shame. It's a shame on the public. Here's Ben Walsh's first budget. Nothing startling, no noise, not even a comment from our city auditor. For 10 years, we have the same level of funding from New York State aid to municipalities. 10 years. Another area of silence from our local government leaders. Where's the leadership? Shame on you. One can only wonder how New York City makes out. Shame on the governor. Shame. Property taxes are flat again, not even a water rate increase. City departments are asked to take a 5% cut. One can only wonder which ones will be hurt the most that impact our low-income neighborhoods. $750,000 for the land bank is the right way to go. Sun was against the decision to cut the land bank in last year's budget, and we let the council know. The land bank maintains over 800 properties that the city uses at a cheaper price. We have found that the land bank is responsive to the complaints from Sun on board up and yard cleanup. 70% of the land bank vacants are located in Sun's target area on the south and near west side. Sun continues to fight for more rehab and less demolition. There's a Post-Standard article talking about minor improvements to Walsh's 2018-19 budget. A new city website, cameras in the council chambers, private companies renting out bicycles. Can't Syracuse do better than this? What we don't find in Ben Walsh's budget: new efforts to shut down illegal drug dealing, no allocation of funds to hold nuisance abatement hearing. Another dry year, Mr. Walsh. How about the pack of drug dealers in our streets corners at Merriman, Messina, and other corners? They were out there this morning at 9 a.m., Ben. Not enough is being done to curb shots fired going down at night. Sun continues to field calls from people wanting to move out of their neighborhood, Mr. Walsh. It's good to see that you're speaking out about the homicide, but these shots fired caused by gangs is a part of your budget that is not addressed. Street paving. Bad streets are costing low-income traveling public hundreds of dollars. We like the fact Sun was heard last year in paving Tallman, Burt, West Brighton. But your rating system is subjective system. 200 Merriman, South State at Rayner, Townsend, and a bunch of side streets on the South Street. That's not addressed in Mr. Walsh's budget. Litter. It's not even in the budget. And you're doing nothing, Mr. Walsh. Thank you. Thank you, Council President.
Julius Lawrence.
Well,
This better not happen.
good evening. I'm speaking as a citizen, and I just want to say I am hoping and praying that the Common Council and the mayor and the city of Syracuse can start getting together on a lot of items. One of the items that I've seen since I retired, as you know, I worked with Peace and Cooperation for a long time, and I work with a lot of young people. And I've been going around to the different centers like the Salvation Army senior citizen, and I made it my business to talk to a lot of the senior citizens in those places. And I deliberately asked them, how many of you are up to date on dealing with computers and stuff like that? You know, most of them are afraid to even get on the computer. I've been dealing with other companies. I have a small business. I've been dealing with other companies, and that they would help these senior citizens. But I'd like to see the mayor get a program together that would really get it together where it can help the seniors, because the seniors are one of the backbone of this city. If we can get something together dealing with senior citizens, helping them with computers, getting them up to date and stuff like that. My two daughters helped me with my computer system and everything, and I'm bringing myself up to date to deal with my small business. So that is one area in which I'm hoping that the mayor, this administration can do, and that the Common Council can work strongly on those areas. That's what I want to talk about.
Thank you. Do we have any more?
Should ask if there's anyone else.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Hearing none, I declare this public hearing closed, and the legislation will be considered during the regular order of business.